and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I'm in my sewing room because I thought I would start off with the unboxing of Day 3 in my advent calendar. So, I will admit, I've been slightly underwhelmed by Day 1 and 2 because I've had 2 Christmas decorations. Now, it's a sewing advent calendar. Well, that's what I thought it was, and it was actually quite expensive. So, I've got Day 3. I'm holding out hope for something sewing related in Day 3. Am I just expecting that every advent calendar had as much thought put into it as ours did? I'm probably going to get some thumbs down for this, but you know what? I don't care. I've watched a lot of unboxings of advent calendars and I'm proud of ours. I am really proud of ours. We put so much thought into that. Caroline designed every single one of those stickers individually, adding snow, taking out snow, adding in bears, bows, you name it. And like this box is aesthetically really pretty, but opening the envelopes, I'm not getting up early out of bed in the morning to open up one of these envelopes because, like, quite frankly, the last 2 days have been quite disappointing. So, but yeah, okay, so we're on to Day 3. I have it here on top. It has a cute sticker. It's in their lovely little brown paper bags. And it's round. Oh, okay, it's a little roll of ribbon. So it's got sewing machines and needles and things on it. Yeah, well, bonus points. It's sewing related, so that's good. Can only get better from here. That sounds really ungrateful, doesn't it? But yeah, it's like our advent calendars were a non-profit making exercise. Like, my accountant thinks I'm absolutely crazy, but you know what? Our advent calendars were made to give something back to our customers. Like, that's what they're for. They are like your gift for thanks for being a customer. You were flipping amazing. You've kept us going for the last 2 years. You're the icing on our cake, you know. Wish you a happy advent. Oh, yeah, I had to visit with my accountant last week and he said, how are the advent calendars go and everything? And I said, well, they're all out there in the world. It's going to be amazing watching people unboxing them. That's brilliant. And what was the profit margin? And I told him and he goes, oh, right, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? And I said, yeah, but you know, not everything is done for a profit. So now we didn't make a loss on them. We made a small profit on them, but like not a massive proper profit. And I mean, you'll know that when you're opening them. You'll know that they're not. Like, we couldn't put that amount of really lovely stuff into them and still you couldn't make profit. But that doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, they're a thank you. They're a thank you. But there's definitely, so far, there's been a profit made on this advent calendar that I've been opening. Now, I don't expect every business to be as silly as us and, you know, send something out into the world without making a massive profit, but yeah, there you go. So it's a really lovely morning here. I've been very lazy. I didn't get up until after 8:30, which was a bit of a struggle here because normally I'm woken up by 2 kittens kneading my back to get me up and purring, and you know, Wanda will slap me across the face if she thinks that I show any movement. Minnie's a little bit more subtle. She cuddles up to my neck, and the dogs were barking downstairs and I just ignored them. So yeah, it's Saturday morning. It's a really lovely bright morning outside. It's really lovely. The kittens are outside. They're playing in the grass. I'll get some footage and pop it in because Mindy, they love running in the grass, but they don't like getting their feet wet. So when they do come in, there'll be a lot of licking of the outside smells and the wet and everything. They're so funny, so I'll get a little bit of footage. I had a daft idea looking out this morning because the yard looked really lovely and dry. I had this daft idea that I might cut the grass. Now, such a stupid idea. I've been out, I've walked through the grass, I've had to change my shoes because they got so wet. So yeah, it's not a day for cutting grass. It's really weird looking out because it's lovely and bright and it doesn't feel like December, but yeah, it's very cold and it's very wet. So I don't feel like I gave the grass its last cut this summer because it started to rain and it was too wet for too many days that I was able, because I can only cut the grass at the weekends. Very difficult to do something during the week when I'm working. So yeah, I went out and I sank down, sank in the back garden because it's so marshy. But yeah, I've cleaned up all the poops because that's the joy of having animals, is the amount of poop. So I've got all that, I've all the poops done, and I've got a cup of coffee now. I bought this cup in TK Maxx recently, and it's like a thermos cup, so it keeps the coffee hot for 6 hours, and it really works. Because I don't know if any of you are like me, I make a cup of coffee with all the greatest intentions that I'm going to drink the coffee and do yada yada yada, and then in the evening I find the cup of coffee and I haven't finished drinking it. So this keeps hot all day long. And I've got a mince pie because I bought myself mince pies in Tesco yesterday evening. I do love a mince pie. Oh, I love a mince pie. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of a clean up today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to film it because there's just so much crap in this house to be cleaned up. I had notions about going to Galway today to another craft fair, but it's on tomorrow, so I think I'm going to go tomorrow instead. So it opens at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I did have a notion of being there for 10 o'clock, but when you're a lazy boom and don't get up until 8:30. And anyway, there's things that need doing here, so I'm going to structure my day a little bit better. It's going to be busy. I have a lot of tidying up to do. I'm going to actually take photos of new fabrics as well. I've got a light box downstairs. I might show you that because it's where the Christmas tree goes. And what I really need to do is take photos of all the fabrics that are here that need photographing so that I can take down the light box and tidy the hell up, so that if I do manage to get a big Christmas tree, I have room for it. So yeah, I need to do that as well today. So yeah, there's loads to do today. I'm going to go out now and I'm going to film a little bit of the kittens running around the place because they are a joy to watch. They are so funny. Oh, the kitty cats are inside again. We're going out. Let's have a look outside. Come on. That's Wanda. Wanda loves being outside. See, even the decking is dry. I haven't seen it dry for ages. No, it's really yucky. And at this time of the year it's actually quite dangerous because it gets very... Look at the paving. That was all lovely and clean in the summer. But anyway, yeah. Here's the grass. Here's my friend. Here's my other friend. They're so funny. Did you test the grass? Yeah, she doesn't like the wet grass. I'm very surprised that Mindy is in. You don't like wet grass, Mindy. I think she's running fast because she doesn't like having wet paws. They go in, they go out. Oh. Hi, Wanda. What you doing? No, don't go messing there now. Come on, get out. Get out. Get out. Go on. Where's your sister? Oh, I see her. She's up there hiding behind that tree. I don't know if you can see her there. I think she's playing games with her sister. Mindy! Mindy! Oh, little greyhounds. Oh, they're so funny. They love running in the grass. Right, we're going around the back. You come on. They have no idea what their names are. I don't know, how do you get a cat to know their name? I call them their names, but they just respond to Wanda. There. Oh, we're having a lick because our feet are wet now. Ugh, we don't like that wet. Well, I have been very busy. I've been tidying. I've done a lot of steps. I've been moving furniture. So this is my haul. There's my light box that I was telling you about earlier on. So I've all these fabrics lined up here to be photographed. And that's the light box. So I find this really good for photographing fabrics to get the colours right. So I have photographed all of the linings, and actually they worked out really well. I put a chair. I put this chair, if you can see that. I put that chair in there and I put the linings onto it, and actually I think they look really nice. I'll find out when I'm uploading them later. So yeah, this is the light box. So I could almost stand inside it. It's a lot bigger than I thought, so it takes up all the room that the Christmas tree needs, basically. I'll turn around because the light it gives is quite nice. And I've been sorting in there. So The Hoover has been put to a lot of use today. I have another room over there, so it was the original room that we ran Beyond the Pink Door from, that we grew out of. And it's a storeroom at the moment. I can't show you the storeroom because I've got next month's subscription box fabric in it. But I'm trying to make room in there because there was a big, well, it's not that big, there was a unit in it that came from here. Oh, it's like musical chairs here. It's more like musical furniture actually. So that was originally my living room. And so I had a unit in there that had a load of drawers in it, which is quite nice. I can show it to you actually because I've moved it. So I've moved it from the other room and I moved it in here. And I've just put the printers and stuff up on it. So fits in there behind the door nicely, and I took the shelving unit that was there and I moved it into the storeroom. So I'm really happy with that. I was able to take out all the drawers and then kind of pull it in. So yeah, it worked. It worked well. I managed to get it to move. So I'm going to take photographs now of the next in line, and then I can bring them into the room and I can upload them to the website. So it's getting a little bit dark outside, but it's great having the light box because obviously there's always light. So yeah, very productive day. Kittens have been running in and out, dogs have been running in and out. I have had, yeah, loads to do today and getting loads done. It's great. I have a bag of stuff now for the charity shop as well because there's an awful amount of stuff in those drawers. And there's a lot of stuff going into the bin as well, of course, because not everybody wants my rubbish. So I'm going to crack on with taking the photographs, and yeah, that's it. Well, I finished all the tidying up and all the cleaning up, and now I'm having my dinner. I have, what have I got this evening? I've cooked it. It is beef Rogan Josh from HelloFresh, and it actually looks like the picture. So there's the picture, and here's my dinner on my favourite plate. So I was going to do a little bit more tidying and clearing, but I was uploading pictures onto the computer and I couldn't find the lead that I used, the USB lead, and I thought, oh, don't tell me I've put that in the bin, because I went through a drawer and I found a load of like old charging cables that were broken and ones that didn't work anymore. And I chucked them out, and I had this awful thought that I'd thrown out the charging cable, or not the charging cable, but the uploading cable for the camera. So I did go out to the bin and have a look, and then I thought, no, go back, go have a look, and I found it in the drawer. So I thought, right, okay, you need to stop tidying and clearing now because this is going to get dangerous, and that's what happens. So I'm going to have my dinner. I've got a drink. I've got a fire lit in the living room, so myself and my animals are going to go in there for a little sit down, and I've got these. So I'm going to make one of these. I think there might be an extra bit of Baileys chucked in as well, because it's that kind of evening. So it's chocolate bomb with a hint of Baileys. Well, we want more than just a hint of Baileys, and filled with marshmallows. Now, marshmallows wouldn't be my favourite thing, but yeah, the Baileys bit sold it to me, so that was enough. So I'm going to enjoy my dinner. Now, this was an interesting dinner to cook because there's lentils, there's all sorts of things in this. And that's what I actually like about these HelloFresh boxes, is that I've bought lentils because I've thought, oh, they're a really good thing to buy because aren't they full of fibre and everything? So they're, you know, they're good. And there's carrot in this, so we're introducing a bit of veg into today's diet. So I guess, like, these are helping me to use foods that I don't think I've ever eaten lentils before. I've certainly never cooked them. So this is a whole new thing for me. So yeah, this is a good way of introducing different foods to me, and it's definitely a good way of getting veg into me. So I'm going to enjoy my dinner, and then I'm going to read the instructions on how I'm going to make a chocolate bomb. Then I'm going to sit, and I am going to upload my vlog, this vlog, and I'm going to watch other Vlogmases because there's so many of them, and I want to watch as many as I can. So thank you for watching day 3.